I'm Dan Gifford, and in the following program, we're going to explore something that seems to be the talk of more and more Americans each day. Home-based business. Is it just a fad, or is it an economic revolution? Are headlines like these contributing to what many are calling a home-based business boom? Are stories like these adding to a transition that now numbers 39 million people all working from home?
Hi, I'm Paula McClure. On this program, we'll talk with successful home-based business owners. We'll learn how they got started and why they are successful. We'll talk with a leading analyst in New York City whose company has been tracking what Entrepreneur magazine has identified as a $400 billion home business industry. And if it is indeed an economic revolution, you'll learn how you can become a part of it.
Coming up on this program, Bill Bragg operates a commercial radio station from his home. You'll meet Bill and other Americans who have returned home to some profitable and some unusual home businesses. The move back home includes a former Miss America and ESPN correspondent. Her new lifestyle includes more time with her family because she now works from home. You'll meet the authors of the new book, The Idea Economy. They claim the future belongs to those with ideas. Ideas that may very well be turned into profitable home-based careers. Just a fad or an economic revolution? The home-based business boom. Here now are Dan Gifford and Paula McClure.
Welcome.
Paula, you recently had a very enviable assignment in the Bahamas. Now, would you tell us about it?
It was very nice. I wanted to talk with actual home-based business owners to see if their home business was a real thing or a fix between jobs. I wanted to learn if their home-based businesses were really a viable alternative to a 9-to-5 job. The American Home Business Association provided me with that opportunity on board a beautiful cruise ship with some of their newest members. The cruise is not only a lot of fun, but I had a chance to talk to a group of diverse, interesting home business owners all in one spot. The ship was the Nordic Empress, operated by Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines. We had a wonderful time. The food and service were outstanding. Our first day out, I sat down with 7 home business owners. There was Jeff and Joni Beener of Salt Lake City, Utah, Bill Bragg of Dallas, Texas, Cedric and Patricia Dawkins of Columbus, Ohio, and Jean and Clayton Showstrand of Lake Bronson, Minnesota. All of you have found success in your home business, but is there one common thread that is found in all successful home businesses? Pat, what about you?
You've got to love what you do. It helps to motivate you. You get up in the morning and you're happy about what you're doing, and it takes you through the whole day, and you're successful then.
Well, I think everybody has proved that they can make money for somebody else, and at some point you realize that you might as well make money for yourself.
There's a lot more coming up later from the cruise, and we'll learn about some very profitable and interesting home businesses.
Good. Right now, Charlene Wells Hawks, a former Miss America, has made the jump from a career at ESPN to home business in a big way. Meet the spokesperson for the American Home Business Association. Charlene, welcome to our program.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
This home business boom, this move back home, has affected millions of Americans, including yourself. Now, what has moving back home meant to you?
Well, first and foremost, more time with my family. I've been working with ESPN for a number of years, and that meant a lot of time away from my family, and I really wanted to move away from a full-time career back more towards home. I still do some things with ESPN, but on a limited basis. And I have 2 little girls and another child on the way, and I really wanted to be more involved with the home business. And I'm so excited about it that I've become affiliated with the American Home Business Association.
Now, you said that you still occasionally work for ESPN, but what is your home business now?
Well, I do songwriting, I work on speeches, and I do book writing. Also, I'm involved with a very exciting new skincare line and nutritional line.
Charlene, thanks for being a part of our show, and continued success with your home business and, of course, all of your pursuits.
Thank you.
When we return, Andy Bose of Link Resources Corporation in New York City. They're tracking America's move back home.
And Jean Showstrand lives on a farm in Minnesota with her husband, 2 sons, and 3 home-based businesses.
Just a fad or an economic revolution? The home-based business boom will continue in a moment.
Well, for me, it's being able to be home with my kids.
I don't have anyone to answer to.
I could be a lot more competitive than the guys downtown because I just don't have the overhead.
I stay in my job, and perhaps I might not be able to have a baby, so I decided to leave it so I could start a family.
The commute is from the 2nd floor to the 1st floor.
no boss.
And I really appreciate being able to be home and be there when I'm needed.
There's something happening in our country, and it's going to affect the way we make a living for the next 5 years and beyond. It's called technology. And with it, businesses are becoming more productive. One person with the right amount of technology can now do the work of 100 people or more. The bad news is there have been massive layoffs and widespread downsizing. It's happening as we speak. The good news is, armed with the right tools, you can be very productive at home. There are more than 20 million home-based businesses in America. They make double the national average income and enjoy security and freedom. Learn all about this at the Home Business and Technology Conference coming to your area soon. In fact, if you call during this program, you will receive free, just for attending this publication, 500 business opportunities you can operate from your own home. And the best part? There's absolutely no charge to attend the conference. So register by calling now.
The Home Business and Technology Conference in 2 locations at 1 and 6:30 p.m. each day. In Tri-Cities, Wednesday, May 22nd at the Red Lion Inn, Pasco, and in Yakima, Thursday, May 23rd at the Red Lion Inn, Yakima Valley. Break free from an insecure job and find out how to start your own home business. How would you like to double your income and have the time to enjoy it? The Home Business and Technology Conference in 2 locations at 1 and 6:30 p.m. each day. Call this number to register now.
Plus, if you call during this show, you'll receive this informative business guide that describes over 500 businesses you can operate right out of your own home. Also, this audio cassette by leading futurist Dr. Roger Hendricks entitled The Economy in Transition and What You Can Do About It. Also, you'll receive this new audio cassette, 10 Steps to Starting and Running a Successful Home Business. The book and the 2 tapes are free just for attending. Call this number now to register.
Now listen to a few comments from people who have attended the conference.
It's great. This is the second time around that I've come to one of these meetings, and I find them very stimulating.
The Home Biz Conference was very informative. It had a lot of ideas. There wasn't a pressure to purchase anything, so you got a chance to look through all the programs and decide what might work for you, what might not work.
Well, it made me think about opportunities that I hadn't even thought about before. Even though I was very much interested in a home business and I have one, I'm thinking about something else now.
And the best part? There's absolutely no charge to attend the conference. So register by calling now.
Welcome back. 39 million Americans working from home, 20 million from home-based businesses they own. These are the numbers from the Link Resources Corporation in New York. And in a moment, we will learn more about these huge numbers from Andy Bowes, a Group Vice President at Link.
Now, if the move to home-based business is just a fad, then Jean Shostrand of northern Minnesota doesn't know it. She's owned home-based businesses for over 8 years. Jean and her husband Clayton were part of the Bahamas cruise invited on board by the American Home Business Association. I cornered Jean on board the cruise ship while we were still anchored in Miami. Well, Jane, during the last 15 years, you've operated a lot of home-based businesses, and certainly there are many benefits, like having a schedule flexible enough to take a cruise that's leaving now from Miami, going to the Bahamas. But are there any drawbacks to working from your home?
You know, there really aren't many. You must separate the work area from the kids. But other than that, there's so many more advantages. There's no commuting like those guys. There's no office politics, and there's no struggling between career and family. You can basically have them both.
Well, recently, Jean, you expanded your home-based business. Tell us about it.
Well, I recently attended a home business and technology conference in Fargo, North Dakota, and as a result of that, I've started an exciting new business offering educational programs, tutoring services to students and adults in our area. And our oldest son, Taylor, will be tutoring this summer. He can make up to $50 an hour. It's a much better job than he could get in town.
Is it difficult running several businesses from your home?
Not at all. It's just diversification. Large companies do it. Why not home-based business owners? I have more than one career going, and I call all the shots.
Now, there's a lady with some great ideas.
Absolutely.
And ideas are the basis for a new publication in major bookstores throughout the country. It's called The Idea Economy: How Your Ideas Will Create Personal Wealth and Hope in an Age of Uncertainty. We're very fortunate to have with us both authors of this intriguing study on a new economy emerging in this country and how to profit from it. Joining us now is author Dr. Roger Hendricks, who is currently on assignment in Santiago, Chile, and co-author Mr. Rob Brazell in New York City. Gentlemen, welcome to our show.
Thank you.
First, a question to you, Dr. Hendricks. What is this idea economy you talk about in the book?
The idea economy, quite simply, is the new economy everyone's been talking about. It's a situation where each individual will be able to use the creativity and ideas born from their mind to create personal wealth. As such, each individual will become an ideapreneur.
How long will the idea economy last?
The idea economy is not a fad. It's not a trend. It's a full-fledged historical movement that's going to be with us for some time to come.
Mr. Brazell, this is Paula McClure. How does this idea economy relate to home-based business?
Well, home-based business, frankly, is the one thing that will flourish in the idea economy for two reasons. Technology and information finally unite for the entrepreneur. The entrepreneur has the advantage for the first time to leverage never-before-available technologies to his or her benefit. Secondly, those same technologies that will help a home-based business entrepreneur are forcing them into the workplace by replacing jobs.
What about those who don't have ideas? Are they doomed?
Well, doomed is a strong word, but I would say in the idea economy, you will either be a creator of ideas or a slave to someone else's creation or ideas. The key is to find a forum where you can learn how to create ideas and learn to implement those ideas.
Well, it's a fascinating book, and we wish both of you much success with your new publication.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
That word idea seems to be a key to the opening of the 21st century for millions of ideapreneurs, as Dr. Hendricks put it. Now, you met one of them on your Bahamas cruise, didn't you?
I sure did. His name is Bill Bragg, and he's a very unique individual. His story says, hey, you can do almost anything from home.
Yesterday, USA, Superstation.
And now from May 24th, 1953, here's the adventures of Jack Benny.
Bill, you mean to tell me you run a radio station out of your home? I've got to hear about this.
Absolutely, Paula. It's called Yesterday USA, and I just sit right on the couch in the living room talking to one of these. The wire goes all the way out to the satellite uplink, and as if by magic, everyone in America hears my voice.
You can make an income doing this?
You bet you can. There's a potential of 8 million satellite dish owners. Multiply that by $10 a holler. Why, it's more than I can count.
Bill, you even have a second home business. Tell me about it.
That's right, Paula. In the guest bedroom, there are videotape machines, and every night at 5, 6, and 10, I record the local news. And then with a special arrangement from the TV station, if anybody wants a copy, they get it from me. I actually get paid for watching television.
That's great, Bill, but you were actually forced to go into your own home business, weren't you?
That's right. After 27 years at the local CBS affiliate, I was diagnosed with cancer. I thought my broadcast career was over. But now, I'm in business for myself, and the good news is cancer's in remission. I'm a happy man.
Well, Bill, you sure are an illustration that anyone can certainly do anything from home if they're motivated, right?
That's right. There's only one limitation. It's right up here. Don't let this stop you.
Coming up, Jeff Beener. He once worked long hours at a construction job, and he now makes 3 times what he earned there. In a very simple home business, most people might not imagine to be very profitable.
Just a fad or an economic revolution? The home-based business boom will continue in a moment.
I made enough to keep myself going for another year.
$42,000.
Somewhere close, over 6 figures.
More than 30, less than 60.
With all the different things we did as a family, we grossed probably $750,000.
Becoming Miss America was very exciting, and no doubt about it, it has opened numerous doors for me. But leaving a full-time career with ESPN and starting my own home-based business has been very satisfying as well. For me, the increased time with my family has been wonderful, and there's the added bonus of being able to do stimulating and profitable work at home. That's why I'm inviting you to check out the opportunities in home-based business for yourself by attending the Home Business and Technology Conference that's coming to your area soon. In just 3 hours, you'll see for yourself how you can run a successful business from home. In fact, if you call during this program, you will receive free, just for attending the conference, this publication, 500 Business Opportunities You Can Operate from Your Own Home. Also, by calling now, there is absolutely no charge to attend the conference.
The Home Business and Technology Conference in 2 locations at 1 and 6:30 p.m. each day. In Tri-Cities, Wednesday, May 22nd at the Red Lion Inn, Pasco, and in Yakima, Thursday, May 23rd at the Red Lion Inn, Yakima Valley. Break free from an insecure job and find out how to start your own home business. How would you like to double your income and have the time to enjoy it? The Home Business and Technology Conference in 2 locations at 1 and 6:30 p.m. each day. Call this number to register now.
Plus, if you call during this show, you'll receive this informative business guide that describes over 500 businesses you can operate right out of your own home. Also, this audio cassette by leading futurist Dr. Roger Hendricks entitled The Economy in Transition and What You Can Do About It. Also, you'll receive this new audio cassette, 10 Steps to Starting and Running a Successful Home Business. The book and the 2 tapes are free just for attending. Call this number now to register.
Here are a few comments from people who have attended the conference.
I can highly recommend the Home Business Technology Conference because the ideas are outstanding and can be used immediately.
I attended the conference today and thought that it was very educational. I enjoyed it. I had a great time. I would suggest this to everyone that is interested in profiting or getting ahead in life.
And the best part? There's absolutely no charge to attend the conference, so register by calling now.
Welcome back. For many years, New York City-based Link Resources has been monitoring the pulse of various economic trends within our country. They have become authorities on home-based business.
With us now is Andy Bowes, Group Vice President at Link. Andy, home business, just a fad or an economic revolution?
Home businesses represent a major economic phenomenon. In fact, home-based businesses today roughly account for 40 to 50% of the U.S. GNP, and certainly a large chunk of sales of information technology products.
What are the numbers exactly?
Today there are some 39 million households, which reflects roughly 37% of all U.S. households that are work-at-home households. And of these, about 50% are households that are running home-based businesses.
That's a huge number. Does it look like it's going to continue to grow?
In fact, we see this market continuing to grow rather dramatically. It'll increase by another 10 million households by the year 2000 to touch 50 million.
Well, thank you very much for being a part of our show.
Thank you.
Link Resources has published reports that state that the average home business income is twice the national average, and many are making over $75,000 a year. They also report that home-based business accounts for around 40% of the gross national product.
You know, Paula, the thing that continually amazes me is how many home businesses there are. I mean, just amazing variety. For example, Steve Osborne is a freelance writer with numerous books, magazines, and technical manuals to his credit, all written from home. Mike Davis repairs electronic equipment at home, from VCRs to televisions. Christine Curry is a medical caseworker from home. Sherry Larson's home business is toll painting. She derives an income from doing something she loves to do. Gene Yates once worked for some very large ad agencies in New York and LA. He still does advertising, but from his own home as his own boss. Jane Glines has put together a network of women working from home. They make protective covers for a major producer of day planners. And there's Cedric and Patricia Dawkins of Columbus, Ohio. Now, Paula, I believe you met the Dawkins on your cruise?
Yes, I did. They're also members of the American Home Business Association. Now, Cedric runs a unique insurance business right out of his home, and he's tapped into a very specialized part of the market.
I provide physicians with 2 types of insurance, disability income and health care. If a surgeon were to have something happen to his hands, for example, he could lose a large portion, if not all, of his income. And so I found that niche, and I'm working it. I have an office in the basement of our home. My wife, Patricia, is helping me, and we're very pleased with the arrangement.
Well, Patricia, you were telling me about one of the advantages of your home-based business that I think a lot of people out there can identify with.
Yes, Paula, it's security. I enjoy knowing that Cedric's in the basement working from our home. It helps in raising our children. He's there to interact with the children as well. And one of the biggest advantages is Cedric and I were both able to put our kids on the bus and bring them home, so we've been able to avoid that latchkey situation.
Well, Patricia, I understand you had the pleasure of attending a home business and technology seminar in Columbus, Ohio. Tell us about it.
Oh, it was great, Paula. I was so impressed by the enthusiasm of the speakers. It really lit a fire under me.
Well, thanks to both of you.
Thank you, Paula.
Just a fad or an economic revolution? The home-based business boom will continue in a moment.
Just make sure that you're self-motivated, because there's no one else there to push you to do your work.
In a home business, you can start part-time and then you can go full-time when you're ready.
I would just say make the leap. You got to do it.
You'll never know if you're going to be able to make it or not if you don't try.
Don't be afraid. Go for it. It's great.
This is your chance. Your ship is leaving if you don't get it today.
You know that saying, there's no place like home? Well, 20 million home-based business owners have certainly found that to be true, and I'm one of them. When I worked full-time for ESPN, I met people from all over the world, but none of them could top being home with my family. And at the same time, I've enjoyed doing stimulating and profitable work from home. Well, you can too. Attend the Home Business and Technology Conference in your area and break free from an insecure job. Find out how to operate your own part-time or full-time home business, or learn to improve an existing home business. In fact, if you call during this program, you'll receive free, just for attending, this publication, 500 Business Opportunities You Can Operate from Your Own Home. And the best part, there is absolutely no charge to attend the conference. So register by calling now.
The Home Business and Technology Conference in 2 locations at 1 and 6:30 p.m. each day. In Tri-Cities, Wednesday, May 22nd at the Red Lion Inn, Pasco, and in Yakima, Thursday, May 23rd at the Red Lion Inn, Yakima Valley. Break free from an insecure job and find out how to start your own home business. How would you like to double your income and have the time to enjoy it? The Home Business and Technology Conference in 2 locations at 1 and 6:30 p.m. each day. Call this number to register now.
Plus, if you call during this show, you'll receive this informative business guide that describes over 500 businesses you can operate right out of your own home. Also, this audio cassette by leading futurist Dr. Roger Hendricks entitled The Economy in Transition and What You Can Do About It. Also, you'll receive this new audio cassette, 10 Steps to Starting and Running a Successful Home Business. The book and the 2 tapes are free just for attending. Call this number now to register.
Here are a few comments from people who have attended the conference.
I think it's very informative, and it's fast-paced and very exciting.
I've been here 4 times, and I keep coming back to hear the ideas. They're really good ideas.
Well, it was very interesting. Several opportunities were presented, all presented well, all of which seemed to offer some good potential for someone willing to work and get out and work at the business.
The thing that I enjoyed most about the seminar was the people. They were genuine. They gave me the tools that I needed to succeed in my business, and they transmitted their enthusiasm into me.
And the best part? There's absolutely no charge to attend the conference. So register by calling now.
Welcome back. Dan, as a business reporter for CNN, how does this economic trend toward home business stack up against all those other reports you've done?
Well, as we've seen on the show, Paula, the move to home-based business is very real. Link Resources, for instance, reports that by the turn of the century, 50% of all households will include somebody earning an income from home. Now, that is a major news event.
It's amazing. One of the families that is part of this major news event are the Wieners of Salt Lake City. However, Jeff Wiener's home business is not high-tech. In fact, it's nickels and dimes that have added up to great profits. Now tell me, how do small coins help you earn a living from home?
Well, I sell after-dinner mints from bubblegum-sized vending machines. And people ask me this question all the time, and I guess the simple explanation is vending makes money because you sell 4 cents worth of candy for 25 cents. And that math works every time.
Well, Jeff, tell me about your former job.
Well, it was a great job as jobs go, but I never had any money left over at the end of the month, and it took up all of my time. My first 2 months in this business, my income equaled the income from my job. So I quit my job and did this full time. And looking back, my income now on a monthly basis equals my annual salary back then.
So, Joni, tell me, how has life changed now that you have Jeff at home with you?
Well, Jeff has pretty much explained it. We have a better income, and I get to keep him home a lot more often.
Well, I know that makes you happy. Thank you both.
Our pleasure.
Home-based business, just a fad or an economic revolution? I think we have time for one quick statement from Andy Bose in New York City.
Well, Andy has followed the home business industry for Link Resources. His comment is very important.
As we all know, the availability of low-cost, high-performance PCs is very much a fact of life today. So effectively, an individual can start a business from home, and with the deployment of these information communications technologies, actually create an impression of running a pretty effective company. So this in turn gives them a level playing field, if you would, with the larger companies.
We hope you have found this program to be informative. The facts are this: 39 million Americans work from home, 20 million in their own business.
And by the turn of the century, another 10 million will be working from home, earning good incomes and having the time to enjoy life.
Special thanks to the American Home Business Association for allowing me to report on their members participating in the cruise.
And thanks to all of you for being a part of this program.
And if you're not already involved, look into a home-based business for yourself. Thank you for joining us. Can I really make a living working at home in my bathrobe, maybe?
Absolutely. I made enough to keep myself going for another year.
We probably grossed $750,000.
Above $50,000.
My first 2 months in this business, my income equaled the income from my job. So I quit my job and did this full time.
Some home businesses can provide you with a higher income.
I think the greatest advantage is my commute is about 10 seconds.
The world's greatest boss, me.
I have 2 small children, and it enables me to be at home with them and earn an income as well.
And whenever we feel like taking off someplace for the 2 of us with the family, we can just take off and go.
And one of the biggest advantages is Cedric and I were both able to put our kids on the bus and bring them home, so we've been able to avoid that latchkey situation.
Just do it, believe in yourself, and there's nothing like being your own boss.
For me, the increased time with my family has been wonderful, and there's the added bonus of being able to do stimulating and profitable work at home. That's why I'm inviting you to check out the opportunities in home-based business for yourself by attending the Home Business and Technology Conference that's coming to your area soon. And the best part? There's absolutely no charge to attend the conference, so register by calling now.
At the Home Business and Technology Conference, you'll learn in just 3 hours how you can start and run a successful home business and earn $2,000 a month part-time. Go full-time and retire in 5 years with an increase in income. Learn about home-based businesses for those who want to stay home with their families and work too. How to add to the profitability of an existing home business. And new businesses that can be started for only a few $100s and be up and running in just 2 weeks. This conference is live with experienced instructors who will share home business techniques that you need to know. Call to register now.